the Carolina Panthers. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. The Panthers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice.
The throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 27, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Now it's Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They run for it with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down at the 28. Now, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard. Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. On the counter, Gibson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got. Now a throw here, hauled in. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They hand this off to Harris. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. He's got Harris running the slant. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. It's a gain of 3 and it gets him the first. To throw is Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson over the middle to Smith. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson rolling to his right. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. There's Wilson to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And down he'll go at the 25. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. He's got Smith here. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run with Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Damian Harris, his first first rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Shifts by him. They find some open field here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The Saints on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. He's got it to Hilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. This is Harris. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now it's Wilson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run the toss now with Gibson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
2nd and 6.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, look at the juke.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for New Orleans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.